All right, so day 2 pulling up. We had not so much success with getting the legends that we wanted shiny. And we only got maybe 3 or 4 shinies, period. But Brandon and Show John, some other people I was with, they got a good amount of shinies. Not the 19, 20 like other people did. But today we're going to try to do some more now that the legends are fused, the Necrozamas, and see what we can get there. So I'll check back with y'all in a little bit.
Abstract brainwaves, game genie in the beanie. We ain't on the same stage, leveled up. The epitome of technique, can't survive in my current thought.
Other yellow hat guy here, back with another video. And we're going to continue talking Pokemon Go. This is Go Fest Part 2, and then whatever else is current with that, okay? So, Part 1, I just talked about mainly Day 1 and a little bit of what was going on Day 2. But we're going to talk the rest of Day 1, you know. Ball Garden, Greensboro. It's pretty hot out there, but I was surrounded by, you know, a lot of the community there, and I was able to max out my friends list. I should have mentioned that Part 1. They raised the friends list now to 450. So for me, with a lucky egg on and just making all these new friends and everybody opening gifts, and you could send up to 40 gifts, I went from, I want to say like a little over 7 million to today I'm at 10 million. So a little over 10 million. So for the 30 million that I need for level 50, that means I'm in the teens now. Yes, 19 million left versus like 20 million or 25 or 29, how it was before. 19. So I know I can get that other 9 out of the way and make it under 9 million probably within a month or two if I'm playing like I was at the level that I was just playing. The difference is I traveled a little bit, and there was Go Fest. No Go Fest now. So they had bundles where, you know, you had these boxes that had 1 or 2 lucky eggs and then a whole bunch of Pokeballs. I was buying those because it was like 200, you know, coins or something like that. I was taking advantage of that. But I may not be able to continue that pace. However, with 450 friends, with the new, you know, 50 or 60 of you that I've gathered, if y'all continue to open gifts and, you know, I have the lucky eggs on, I could easily get 5 million out of that, I believe, if I'm constantly, you know, if they're constantly keeping the events going, and I don't know, maybe bring back that whole period where they briefly let great throws become excellent throws. That would help me out tremendously. Because I just got another research that says make 286 excellent throws. So fortunately, I'm also in tandem doing the 999 excellent throws. And I've got 777 left of those. So 286 of those will also get credit for that. It would be awful if I had to do the 999 and then finally unlock this other research to do, you know, and this research is that master one for the shiny shaman or whatever. That's taken a while. I went downtown Greensboro Day 1, and what I also did, I told you I did the routes. One of these things was get 10 Kecleon. So I got my like 8th, 9th, and 10th Kecleon. Or it might have been my 9th and 10th Kecleon. I was able to do that after Go Fest. I think I got one of them. I got 8 and 9 during Go Fest, and then a couple days after Go Fest, maybe like Wednesday this past week, I was able to find Kecleon. Kecleon doesn't really appear in rural areas, and it's like, oh, big whoop, you guys kind of figured that out, but it's kind of hard to find that if you have to, you know, look around your area. You really need to be somewhere where there's like a big metropolitan area where you can touch every stop. And you've got a better chance of finding them that way. And I went right back to that area to complete the routes, the last route I needed to do or whatever, and get the Kecleon. So all that is done, and then it unlocked this 286 excellent throws or whatever. So It'll be a while, but hey, each excellent throw counts as XP. So my only wish is that I was able to put on lucky eggs while I'm getting these excellent throws and just block out, several hours to just knock out the excellent throws. I would honestly play all day long if it meant that the excellent throws would be easier. I would have the lucky egg on, and I would amass so much XP that I could probably get, 3 million off of just doing that. I'm just speculating, right? But I would purposely buy lucky eggs just for that feat, just for that. Because right now I think excellent throws are like, a couple thousand, maybe it's 1,000 to like 4,000, depending on if it's like early in the morning, like your first catch of the day. But I think it's at least 1,000 XP for that. So, you do the math. If you're getting 2,000 with the lucky egg on or something crazy like that, and you're just doing that all day long, you're getting $1 million a day or something like that, at least. But I digress. That was fun for me to at least be able to do stuff with my friends and then find time to do stuff on my own. Because day 2 of GoFest, I didn't go downtown Greensboro. Stayed right here in High Point. And normally I do that because day 2 historically has been just raiding. Okay? And day 2 you can finally get the energy for Necrozama. So before you've got all this Necrozama candy, but that doesn't allow you to fuse with Solgaleo or Lunala. So the research here was, hey, you're going to choose a Pokemon, or, that's the path. And some people's complaints were they chose Ducklet, and then Ducklet wasn't available. But it's like, hey, you got to put your incense on. And you might not just see it sitting still. You're going to have to be moving around, driving around, whatever. You're going to have to do that to see these Pokemon. So I was able to get that out of the way, and the heat aside, because I could continue to complain about that, they wanted you to still walk around like a couple of kilometers or something crazy like that. It might have just been one initially and later on some more. But hey, quick lunch break. Let's go to Sheets and get some food, some snacks, some gas, and come back. And that's what I did, and was finally able to get the kilometers. Now here's where it gets interesting. You had to do several raids, right? But once that was done, and I was luckier today, or I should say that day, I got, for those of you asking, I got the shiny Corsola. That's what was on my list. And the shiny Phantom. Those two were on my list, and out of all the raids we did for Necrozama, I got 2 shiny Necrozamas. So that made up for the lackluster day 1. So all in all, I'm saying I'm at 7 shinies. And really, you don't want a whole bunch of shinies unless you know for sure you're going to trade them. Because we're at a point now where with every community day, anything that you got shiny, the value just plummets. And eventually you're just sending them to Pokemon home, or just throwing them away because it's all not that serious. And that's kind of what I've been telling you guys from the beginning, which is, allow Pokemon Go to be fun for you until it isn't. But if you just constantly look for it as your main source of fun, and that's all you're doing, and you were level 50 last year and suddenly you're bored, hey, this is a small team of people who are trying to put this together. This isn't me making excuses for them. They know that they could have done better a lot sooner, but the game is a lot better than it used to be, right? Took a long time to get there. Here we are 8 years into it. It would have been nice if year 4 we were where we are year 8, but it's a business first, and 2, they're learning along with us on how to balance your safety and health, right? And then the playability of the game. Those 2, and pretty much in that order, right? They've learned that they've got to make sure that they protect themselves, and we'll talk about more of what they're protecting themselves if I don't at the end of this video, because I've been rambling already. If not, in another part. It might be due its own short video. But let's get back to GoFest Day 2. It wasn't over. It was not over. So let's go in my phone to make sure that I talked about everything, because they had some more stuff. I told you I got the Crown Pikachu, Corsola. I did get a shiny Gibble. Didn't really care for that, but Gibble was there. Day 2, they wanted you to catch 7 Ducklet because I chose the Ducklet path. Power up Pokemon 8 times, evolve 9 Pokemon. Okay? So that was something I had to do there. It was 4 parts initially, or 3 parts initially. And then they did something different. They said the dusk settles. Okay? So this is the aftermath. And then you got to choose a path. Do you want Lunala or do you want Solgaleo? I chose Lunala because I felt like I had 3 Cosmogs already, 1 from a paid research and 2 that you got from some other researches they gave you. And they could potentially give you a 4th one, I believe, through this Dust Settles. They wanted you to explore another kilometer, which I wasn't going to do. Complete 2 field research tasks, which I probably immediately did. Spin 10 Pokestops or gyms for 2 lucky eggs. That was worth it. That was a blessing right there because I needed the lucky eggs. I'd already given Niantic maybe 10 extra bucks for passes or something. But I was stacked on passes anyway. I believe I had like 50 premium passes already. And I used a good chunk of them day 1. Day 2, I believe they gave you like 5 free ones or whatever. Because they probably gave you 5 free ones day 1 as well. But the remote passes were still a problem. And I at least made sure that I wasn't using too many of those. I might have used 3, but somewhere between 3 to 5, and some of these boxes gave you extra ones, so it worked out to that where when I bought the boxes that I was getting these lucky eggs anyway. Okay, so I got that out of the way, and that worked out for me. Articuno was there as some of these things, I think later on. That's in my phone. I probably won't post the picture there, but maybe it was around that same time. I don't think it was. I really don't think it was. I think Articuno was raid hour a couple of days after Go Fest Day 2, so I'll hold on to that. But day 1, like I said, there was more stuff, and I'm still not finished with it, I don't think. Let me look to be sure before I end this video. Make sure that am I actually done with it? I'm actually not. So win 5 raids is the last part. I'm on part 5 of 5. So maybe next video I'll have it done, but the stuff I'm purposely delaying for the 3rd part of this, sit down with you guys, I may not have it done then because yeah, I probably won't have it done then. So we'll pick back up and I'll talk about what I want to talk about, some changes to the game that Niantic's doing, and then I'll talk about some other features or whatever that, or a Pokemon that they added, and the next one, Other Yellow Hat Guy, is out. Hey, how are you? I'm Captain Sensation. I'm on Twitch and YouTube. Enjoy my creations. Movie reviews, let's plays, they're amazing. Stay tuned for more. I'm Captain Sensation. Sympathy for Pokemon and Atari. Wait, here's more funny Mario Party. Games that are chores and some that are gnarly. Fun with Gen X, Virgin Rose, and Kari. Woo! There we go, y'all. Been waiting to do that for a little bit. But hey, see y'all on the next one. you.